dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
That's how you gonna give it to? You gonna give them dry like that? Alright.
I thought you was gonna say the other part.
No. We're back on the channel, man. We got 5 missing people who eventually turned up alive. We did one of these before, but it's been so long ago.
So long I ain't remember. I don't remember. How long ago has it been? 5 missing people who eventually turned up alive.
This is number 2. We did number 1 before. Let me see if I can find it for this child, bro.
Don't do that. You be doing the most. I swear.
Y'all gonna have to help me around.
Help me.
Help you.
Yes.
Oh, it's been over a year, baby.
That's a long time, child.
It's been over a year, shawty.
So, honey, cut me some slack.
We apologize. It's been over a year. Oh,
Apologize to me.
Oh, so with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it in with a thumbs up.
Facts. So let me reference one. Remember the black guy that had his son hidden inside the house?
I already know. I seen that, the thumbnail. Now I remember.
Was one of them.
Yeah.
Child. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what this is about, man. Let's go. Tone it down.
5 missing people that turned up alive, Part 2. Number 1. The Ariel Castro kidnappings. Ariel Castro kidnapped 3 women between 2002 and 2004 after...
You remember this? Ariel Castro? Ooh.
I remember that. I don't want to lie. I feel like I remember.
One word. And you're going to be like, oh, yeah. All I got to do is one word.
Don't say that because I may not.
Ohio.
Oh! Yes!
She still don't know.
Yes, I do, because they made a whole,
yes.
a whole Lifetime. Yes, I do remember.
See, I ain't have to say number 1 word. You was like, bitch, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Ariel Castro kidnapped 3 women between 2002 and 2004 after each accepted a ride from him, and they were then lured into his home in Cleveland, Ohio. These women were Michelle Knight, 21, Amanda Berry, kidnapped a day before her 17th birthday, and Gina DeJesus, 14. The young women were kept in locked rooms in the upstairs portion of the house, or in the cellar, where they were fed 1 meal a day, showered not more than twice a week, and were made to use plastic toilets that were not often emptied. The women kept diaries that told of sexual and emotional abuse, being chained to walls, death threats, and the overwhelming desire for freedom. Knight, the oldest of the ladies, was impregnated multiple times by Castro, who would then induce miscarriages by using severe physical violence and starvation. This would cause Knight to become deaf in one ear and later on require facial reconstructive surgery. Berry, on the other hand, was allowed to give birth to a daughter who was frequently allowed out of the room under Castro's supervision. The women's escape was set off when Berry was able to get the neighbors' attention by screaming for help on May 6, 2013, after Castro did not lock one of the larger inside doors. The neighbors were able to break through the storm door, and Berry and her daughter were able to escape. She called 911, and police came to the scene of the crime to rescue the other 2 women.
Cleveland 911.
Hello, please. Help me. I'm Amanda Berry.
You need police, fire, or ambulance.
I need police.
Okay, and what's going on there?
I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here. I'm free now.
2 days later, an arrested and charged Castro pleaded guilty to 937 counts of rape, kidnapping, and aggravated murder. Castro claimed to be a cold-blooded sex addict and apparently knew he would be arrested eventually. He was given life plus 1,000 years sentence, but 1 month into serving his time, he committed suicide in his prison cell. A suicide note in his home stated that if he was caught, all his possessions and money were to be given to the women he had kidnapped.
Wow.
No.
I didn't know that about the girl had to have facial.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, and then I didn't know about the last part.
What?
Either, with the letter being left. And if
I didn't know about the letter being left, but I knew he did go out like that.
Yeah.
I knew I was like, cause that was a coward move. I was like, dude, like really, bro?
Most definitely.
You had them locked up in chains and stuff and beat on, but you can't go through it. You 30 days was too much for you.
That's crazy.
Like, that's a coward move, man.
Number 2. Matthew Green. On April 8, 2010, British roofer Matthew Green disappeared after telling his parents that he was going to meet a friend in London for the weekend. With him, he took along identification materials, including his passport, birth certificate, driving license, bank card, and a permit for him to work on construction sites, and a significant amount of cash. His bank account, however, remained untouched throughout his disappearance, and his passport was not used. According to his heartbroken family, at the age of 17, Matthew was falsely accused of rape, and these allegations led to him slipping into bad habits, such as drugs and drinking. There were 6 years of silence as police failed to locate him. And then, out of the blue, on the 16th of May, 2016, it was reported that the 32-year-old had been found somewhere in Europe. This led to the closing of his case. However, authorities refused to disclose information about the circumstances that he had been found in. This was due to confidentiality and data protection, meaning he did not want his information to be released. Matthew expressed wishes not to have his location revealed to his parents, who were not even allowed to see a photograph of how he looks now. However, with the help of a British daytime TV show, Green's parents were able to fly to Spain to be reunited with their son. Unfortunately, they very quickly learned that their son was in a psychiatric hospital where doctors say Matthew is suffering from psychotic paranoia and possibly schizophrenia. His parents are now trying to get him back home. How and why he traveled to Spain may never be fully understood, and a lot of mystery still surrounds this case.
Wow.
So you telling me it's a possibility he been in that psychiatric hospital all these years and nobody knew?
Possibly.
Because I was like, did he possibly go over there, like try to fake his identity and just live off the grid in a year? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be left alone to basically escape his past and create a whole new life. But I think he went through a whole, you know what I'm saying?
And there's no telling.
That's crazy on that one. That's wild.
Number 3. Shannon Matthews. Shannon Louise Matthews was 9 years old when she was reported missing by her mother, Karen Matthews, on the 19th of February in 2008. Her case became a major missing persons police operation, and there was plenty of publicity surrounding her disappearance. The investigation, which involved over 250 officers, 60 detectives, and 16 specialist victim recovery dogs, became one of the largest police search operations for a missing person in 30 years. There was even an official website created by the West Yorkshire Police, entitled Help Us Find Shannon, dedicated to locating the missing girl. A reward for £20,000 was set up by the Sun newspaper for any information that could help the investigation. But the offered amount increased to £50,000 within weeks of her disappearance. On the 14th of March, barely a month into her disappearance, Shannon was found at a house belonging to a man named Michael Donovan and was discovered in the base of a divan bed. Donovan turned out to be the uncle of Shannon's mother's boyfriend at the time. It was
The uncle of Shannon's mama's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why should you come around your kids? Especially, y'all ain't married, you know what I'm saying? So, to be real, your kids don't have no business going over there meeting, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know these people. You haven't probably had the full chance to get to know as far as the mentality of these folks. But please watch who your kids go around.
Donovan turned out to be the uncle of Shannon's mother's boyfriend at the time. It was revealed then that Shannon's disappearance had been planned by Karen Matthews and Donovan in order to receive the cash reward. The plan was for Donovan to claim that he had found Shannon and claim the prize money, which he would then split equally with Matthews.
Disregard everything.
No, what you said that's still.
Well, yeah.
Don't disregard that. But in this case,
well, let's
that's
finish
messed
it.
up.
Let's finish it before we speak on it, because
and claim the prize money, which he would then split equally with Matthews. Donovan and Matthews were both charged for their crimes and received 8-year prison sentences. Coincidentally, although not tied to the crime in any way, Matthews' boyfriend, Mian, was also convicted due to possessing child pornography that was found on his personal computer.
Wow.
whoa, that's why I said let's
Wow.
finish it. Yo,
You're some
y'all
sick
are
individual.
sick,
Like, what?
bro.
That's crazy. But the things people do for money.
To be completely honest, I'm glad her parents got locked up. Well, her mama,
I don't know.
him. I'm glad all of them, and hopefully she in a better and safer environment.
Facts.
Well,
I really hope so.
That was what, back in 2008, so that's a while ago.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
But I hope, hopefully, because they out
she'll
now.
yeah.
Because they would have got out, 2016, 2016?
But still,
if they do
mentally,
it for-
that's still.
But, because to be honest, ain't no telling what y'all would have done. Like, if y'all was willing to do stuff like that and him having child porn, bro, you know what I'm saying? You don't know folks,
And
bro.
if it would have, went through, y'all would have, been successful, and ain't no telling what y'all would have did again.
And to be
Just to
honest,
get,
if y'all are willing to do that, and him having that information, ain't no telling. Ooh, I don't want to put that on nobody, but come on now, you know what I'm saying?
That's sad, but
That is wild, bro. You set your own child to be kidnapped and hid for money. People do that. Damn.
Number 4. The Balloon Boy Hoax. On the 15th of October 2009 in Colorado, Richard and Mayumi Heaney caused an international uproar when they claimed that their 6-year-old son, Falcon, was inside a helium-filled balloon floating in the sky.
Oh. You hold on, Brad. Cut. Record.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh my God. Okay. Are you here? Taylor! You didn't put the Taylor down! What do you mean?
Falcon was dubbed Balloon Boy by media as he flew at altitudes as high as 7,000 feet. Falcon's flight spanned 50 miles and lasted an hour before he landed, pursued by National Guard helicopters and local police. However, the balloon was found to be empty. Due to reports that something had dislodged from the balloon during the flight, authorities started a manhunt in the area, which brought up nothing. Meanwhile, Falcon had actually been spending the whole time hidden in the attic at his house. The whole incident was revealed to be a publicity stunt by the Heanies, who had appeared on a few reality TV shows and were trying to launch a sci-fi program about the existence of aliens. During an interview on a news show, a reporter asked Falcon about the event on live TV. Falcon then responded by saying,
You guys said that we did this for the show.
Man.
No.
You didn't, come out?
No.
Earlier in the day, did he hear anything? Did he hear you screaming out, Falcon, Falcon?
He's asking Falcon, did you hear us calling your name at any time? You did?
You did?
Why didn't you come out?
You guys said
Wow.
that
Sally baby.
we did this for the show.
Man.
Richard Heaney was sentenced to 90 days in jail for the hoax and was made to pay a $36,000 fine, while his wife was sentenced to 20 days of weekend jail. Later on, the incident remained a worldwide phenomenon, which became an internet meme, and was even adapted into a musical comedy by Bill Reese entitled Balloon Boy, the Musical.
That's low down. I think they should have. They deserve more time than that. Reason why you wasted taxpayers' money. You wasted a lot of resources that could have been used for something else. Could have been possibly going on. We over here trying to. Y'all just want attention.
That's crazy.
Clout is a hell of a drug. People been seeking clout for
goodness.
years, attention for years. And the baby was honest.
Honey, that's what I said. Tell it, honey.
To be honest, he was so young. And then my thing is, to be honest, ain't that much helium in that balloon that would have carried that boy that high. That balloon one, you know what I'm saying? You ain't see no weight. He would have weighed that little balloon down.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. Then y'all thought he was gonna lie. Y'all wanted him to lie.
Honestly, I don't think they ain't rehearsed nothing. They ain't think he was gonna tell the truth. But a lot of kids, they don't know the between, especially that young. They don't know the difference between the truth and a lie.
If you don't want the truth, you better ask, cause baby, they gonna give it to you.
Damn, that's crazy.
Number 5, the Friszel Case. In April of 2008, the world was shocked when 50-year-old Elizabeth Friszel came forward and revealed that she had been held captive in a basement prison cell by her father, Joseph Friszel, for 24 years. Elizabeth had been sexually abused by her father from the age of 11, but it wasn't until she turned 18 that she was locked up in a cell that her father had been building out of a hidden cellar in their apartment building in Austria. Upon her disappearance, Elizabeth's mother filed a missing persons report. In order to prevent a search, Joseph forced Elizabeth to write a letter explaining that she was sick of staying with her family and was living with a friend. Over the course of her imprisonment, Elizabeth was raped repeatedly by her father, resulting in the birth of 7 children. One of these children died days after birth and was cremated by Joseph. 3 of Elizabeth's children were taken from her and raised by Joseph and his wife as foundlings. The remaining 3 children were held captive with Elizabeth, who taught them to read and write in the cell. The cell contained a television, radio, video cassette player, refrigerator, and a cooker, but Joseph sometimes cut off their electricity and food for days as punishment. Elizabeth was freed when her eldest daughter became ill in 2008, and she begged Joseph to send her to a hospital. Joseph attempted to cover up his actions with more fake letters, but his story seemed suspicious to medical staff, who reported it to the police and caused the reopening of Elizabeth's case. Elizabeth eventually persuaded her father to take her to the hospital to see her daughter, where they were detained by police. Joseph eventually confessed to his crimes and was charged with rape, incest, kidnapping, false imprisonment, enslavement, and murder, and was sentenced to life in prison. Elizabeth and her children were taken to a hospital where they received medical and psychological treatment. It has been reported that all the children have coped with the recovery remarkably well, considering the circumstances, and Elizabeth has fallen in love with one of her bodyguards, and they are living in a big house in an undisclosed town in Austria. Elizabeth also has a new identity. The Friszel Case inspired Emma Donohue's novel called Room, which was later made into a film.
Yo, that's crazy. I was trying to see the ages of everybody. Well, this video is a little older too, so the ages might be a little different now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let me see. When this day I should put the video out.
I think you can kind of tell from there.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
A rough estimate.
Maybe. Because the Mr. Ballin video we did, he didn't cover that though. You know what I'm saying?
What?
He didn't cover like the ages and the fact that she fell in love with one of her bodyguards, and that she's that was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, 2016. So they are all grown now.
Well, someone was already 18.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to go back to that.
Well, that 19.
18. Yeah. 19, 18, 5. So 6 years to the 5-year-old, he's just 11 now. But the rest of them are, 6. That one would be 17. besides the 11 and 17-year-old. Oh, are these the ones? Yeah, these the ones who live with actually.
That's
live
why
with
they
them.
showed them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the ones that.
But so you
He
telling me
claimed
the
he found.
oldest ones, they were
Was-
teenagers still locked up?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bruh.
Yeah.
19, 18, then the 5-year-old. I guess my thing is why. That's
sad to
wild,
me that
bro.
your own dad could like.
Do you? Again,
I mean-
I think we kind of touched on this previously before, but do you believe the mom had something to do with it?
I don't feel like she 100% didn't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? Like there was I don't know.
I'm gonna say she's not 100% innocent.
Yeah, she claimed up until the point them being, rescued and stuff. That she didn't know. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, you had no type of clue, like nothing.
That all this was going on. Like you have absolutely no clue. Like, and then how old were these kids when he took them from down there?
Yeah.
Like, did they not hear anything?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just.
Yeah, I don't know, but glad that they were rescued, found, and he was, sentenced. But that's
I
crazy.
don't know. It's a little sketchy though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The aftermath of it. But hey, if y'all want more of these, they have more. These are interesting though.
They are.
So if y'all want more of these, let us know in the comment section down below. We'll start bringing more of them. But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Kid the
Here on the post,
We are.
Kid and C.
We are, y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and on the